Let's be real for a second. You didn't click this because you're judging anyone. You clicked this because maybe, just maybe, you've been out there and felt something missing. You danced, you laughed, you dressed up, you vibed. But deep down, you were empty. You weren't made to just exist under flashing lights. You were made to shine from within. Let's talk about the truth behind nightlife and the empty vibes we pretend feel like life. Before we get into this life-changing message, take a moment to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and drop a comment below. Your support doesn't just help the channel, it helps the mission. Every like pushes this message further. Every comment becomes part of something bigger than us. We're not just creating content, we're building a movement. So show love, stay connected, and let's keep growing together. Now let's get into it. It looks fun, until you leave empty. The music is bumping, the crowd is lit, you feel alive for a moment. But when the lights cut off, when the last song fades, and you're riding home alone in silence, that's when reality hits. Nightlife gives you moments, but no meaning. Vibes, but no value. Attention, but no connection. You're not crazy for feeling that. Your soul is just telling you the truth. The illusion of connection. It feels like connection, right? Everyone's smiling, everyone's drinking, everyone's acting like they've known each other forever. But nobody really sees you. Not your heart, not your pain, not your purpose. People connect to the mask you wear, not the person you are. And if you have to hide your soul to be accepted, that's not connection. That's performance. Chasing highs to escape lows. Let's call it what it is. A lot of people hit the clubs to forget. Forget the stress. Forget the heartbreak. Forget the silence in their own head. You're not looking for fun. You're looking for freedom. But the club can't give you that. Neither can the bottle, or the blunt, or the bass drop. You don't need to escape your pain. You need to face it, and let God heal it. The cost of trying to belong. You dress up to impress people who won't even remember your name. You buy drinks to fit in with strangers who couldn't care less about your dreams. That's expensive energy, and every weekend you pay for it. With your time, your peace, and your purpose. Some of y'all are exhausted, not from the dancing, but from the pretending. You don't need to prove you're fun. You need to remember you're whole. What the world calls living might be dying inside. They say you're young. Go out. They say life's short. Turn up. They say this is the time to party. But nobody tells you how many people are smiling at the club and crying in the shower, drinking on Friday and depressed on Sunday, hooking up at midnight and hating themselves by morning. Nightlife doesn't heal brokenness. It hides it in neon lights. The soul was made for stillness. Silence is scary, because that's when you hear the truth. That's why the music's loud, why the drinks are strong, why the nights blur into one another. Stillness is where God speaks. And nightlife? It's loud on purpose. It drowns the voice of the spirit, so you never confront the emptiness. But when you get still, you start to see what's real. You weren't made for the crowd. You were made for the calling. You've got a light in you. But here's the thing. When you're surrounded by flashing lights, you forget how bright yours really is. You're not just someone to fill a dance floor. You're someone who's meant to shift atmospheres. God didn't create you to blend in. He created you to break cycles. You've got a purpose, a calling, a legacy to build. And you can't build that in dark rooms with fake love and loud distractions. Real joy doesn't need a stage. You know what's underrated? Peace. Laughter that doesn't need liquor. Friends that pray over you, not pressure you. Nights you remember, not nights you regret. Real joy is found in presence, not parties. And once you taste that kind of joy, the club won't ever feel the same again. If you're feeling empty, you're not alone. Listen, if you've been there, if you've gone out just to not feel alone, if you've laughed with people who never knew the real you, if you've posted stories to make your life look fun while crying inside, you're not crazy, you're not broken, you're just ready. Ready for something deeper, ready for something real. It's okay to leave that scene behind. It doesn't mean you're boring, it means you're evolving. You weren't created for empty vibes. You weren't made to dance for the approval of people who don't even know your worth. You were made to shine with purpose, to rest in peace, to walk in truth. So if the club doesn't hit like it used to, maybe it's because your spirit is waking up. Maybe it's because the surface life isn't enough for you anymore. And maybe, just maybe, you're finally ready to stop performing and start living. Because the most beautiful version of you doesn't need the night to feel alive. Let's talk to the ones who walk into a crowd and instantly feel their soul pull back. The ones who feel drained, not excited, when the music's blasting, when the lights are flashing, when the people are yelling. You're not weak, you're not broken, you're just sensitive to energy. And that's a gift in a world that forgot how to feel. And today, we're talking about how to handle overstimulation at big events. Because it's not about avoiding life, it's about protecting your peace while living it. 1. Recognize the signs before you're drowning. You don't just get anxious. You don't just shut down. Overstimulation looks like a racing heart, your skin crawling, the need to leave without knowing why, getting irritated at things that normally wouldn't bother you, wanting to disappear in the middle of a crowd. You're not overreacting. Your nervous system is trying to talk to you, and before you can manage overstimulation, you have to recognize when it's happening. Awareness is the first form of power. 2. It's okay to step out. You're not missing anything. Sometimes the pressure to stay is louder than your intuition telling you to go. But listen to this. Your peace is worth more than your presence. You don't have to apologize for needing to leave. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Stepping outside for air isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Real ones will understand. And if they don't, that's information. 3. Create a bubble within the noise. Even in chaos, you can build a calm within yourself. Practice internal grounding techniques. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4. Out for 4. Focus on one sound, a beat, a voice, anything to anchor you. Put one hand on your chest, one on your stomach. Feel your own presence. This is about making peace louder than panic. No one even needs to know what you're doing, but you'll know. And that's what matters. 4. You don't have to go to everything. Let's be real. FOMO is real, but so is burnout. You don't need to say yes to every invite. You don't need to show up everywhere just to be seen. Some nights, the most spiritual decision you'll ever make is, no, I'm staying in tonight. I need rest. Protecting your peace doesn't mean isolating forever. It just means learning how to honor your capacity. 5. Bring an anchor with you. If you know the event might be too much, go prepared. Bring headphones or earplugs. Have a trusted friend who gets it. Set an exit time before you even arrive. Wear clothes that feel comfortable and calming. Keep water nearby. Grounding your body helps reset your mind. And if you need to make an excuse to leave, do it. But here's the truth. You don't need an excuse. You need self-respect. Some events don't just overwhelm your senses, they drain your soul. Because not every room is filled with light. Be discerning. Who's around you? What's the vibe? Are you leaving energized or empty? You're not just reacting to sound. You're responding to spirit. And if your spirit is rejecting the environment, listen. Your soul knows what your brain hasn't figured out yet. Have a spiritual exit strategy. Before you even step into the venue, pray. Say, God, protect my mind. God, guard my heart. God, let me feel your peace, even in the crowd. Set a timer on your phone. Plan where you'll go if you need to reset. Know who you'll text if things get too loud. This isn't paranoia, it's protection. Don't just go into events blind. Go in covered. In a world that rewards noise, silence is a superpower. In a culture obsessed with performance, presence is a gift. You feel deeply because you were created to. Don't curse your sensitivity. It's a divine compass. You were never meant to blend in with overstimulation. You were meant to bring peace where chaos lives. This is seeing unlimited greatness, and this is your reminder. You don't have to numb yourself just to be part of the crowd. You don't have to stay in spaces that silence your spirit. You don't have to keep going just to prove you're okay. The strongest thing you can do is know when to step away. You're not weak. You're aware. You're not antisocial. You're intuitive. You're not missing out. You're staying grounded, and the more you protect your peace, the louder your purpose becomes. Because this world might be loud, But your stillness, that's where God speaks. And you're learning how to hear him again. If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible, the kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can, for you and for the world around us.